There's a phrase that gets thrown around a lot. It's now or never. People say it like it's some kind of slogan, a dramatic flourish. But they rarely stop to feel the weight of it. Because if you take those words seriously, not just at the surface level, but existentially, they change everything. You see, most people live as if time is on their side. They behave like they've got infinite retries, as if the future is a guaranteed installment plan. But that's a lie. One of the most dangerous lies a person can ever buy into. The truth is, every moment you delay is a moment you don't get. Life isn't a video game. There are no extra lives, no do-overs. You are not in rehearsal. This is the show. And the longer you wait to step into who you could become, the further you drift from it. Now, I'm not talking about panic. I'm not advocating for some frantic, anxiety-ridden scramble to fix everything overnight. That's just another trap. I'm talking about a deep, grounded urgency. The kind that comes from realizing that time is not a renewable resource. You have a finite number of sunrises, of heartbeats, of conversations. And somewhere out there, there's a version of you stronger, wiser, more disciplined, more capable, waiting to be realized. But you don't get there by accident. You get there by making war with inertia. Because that's the real enemy, not failure, not pain, inertia. That slow, silent decay that happens when you keep saying, tomorrow, when you know what you need to do, but you keep waiting for some signal from the outside world to give you permission. You wait for clarity, for motivation, for things to settle down. But life never settles. It's chaos, always has been. And in that chaos, the people who move, who decide, it's them who change. Here's where people misunderstand motivation. They think it's a feeling. They think it's supposed to rise up inside them like a wave that lifts them into action. That's backwards. You earn motivation through action. You move first. You choose. You say, I will do this not because you feel like it, but because it needs to be done. And the moment you do that, you wake something up inside you. Call it agency, call it will, call it spirit. It doesn't matter. What matters is you become someone who acts despite the noise, the resistance, the fear. Now let's talk about fear for a second, because this is where a lot of people get stuck. They're afraid of making the wrong move, afraid of failure, of embarrassment, of wasting effort. So they wait, they hesitate. But here's the paradox. Every moment you hesitate in the name of avoiding pain is a moment you guarantee suffering. Why? Because you're reinforcing the belief that you're not capable. You're teaching yourself to sit down when life gets hard, and over time that becomes your identity. You become the person who waits, who wonders, who never quite arrives. The ancient Stoics used to say that death is not something in the distant future. It's something that walks beside you every day. Not to terrify you, but to clarify your values. To remind you that your time is precious. That your life is not a resource to be squandered on distractions and excuses. And that brings us back to the core idea here. It's now or never. Because now is the only moment you actually own. The past is a story. The future is a gamble. But now, this breath, this decision, this next action, that's real. And what you do with it defines who you become, not what you say you'll do, not what you hope you'll do, what you do. This is not about becoming some kind of superhero. It's about becoming someone you respect, someone you trust. Imagine that for a second, what it would feel like to trust yourself. To know that when you say you'll do something, you follow through. That when fear shows up, you don't back down. That when the world goes quiet, you don't get lost in the silence. You find clarity in it. That's power. And it's built, not given. You're not going to get another version of this life. This is it. These days, these decisions, they are your story. And one day, not far from now, you're going to look back and see exactly what you chose, say, comfort or growth, safety or truth, delay or courage. There is no neutral path. Every step you take is either toward who you could be or away from it. So don't wait. Don't keep gambling that someday will finally feel right. It won't. There's no perfect timing, no ideal set of circumstances coming to save you. You are the rescue mission. You are the one who decides. And maybe the most terrifying and liberating truth is this: no one is coming. But that means no one is stopping you either. So move, speak, build, suffer if you must, but move. Because this life won't wait for it to feel ready. It's now or never. And now is all you've got.